from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. MLB The Show is on the air. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball comes your way next. Leger Newsom gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
First pitch, 111.
The windup and the 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases, just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Bounce to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-0 home. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 4th home run for him on the season as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
Number 32.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. The numbers coming in, he's at 255, 10 home runs, and 29 driven in. And he lays off for ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And Haggerty's under it to make the play and retire the side. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. On to the bottom of the first here at T-Mobile Park, and the Tribe are off to an early 1-0 lead. Carlos Vargas gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now to the plate, Ty France. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Road. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Rosario will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Tom Murphy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Donnie Walton, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he fouls this one off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 1-0. Now at the plate is Eddie Rosario. For the series, he's 3 for 12. First offering. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Harold Ramirez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The average entering play at a cool 330. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well-liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Hero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because the guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Here comes the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
Ready now is Bradley Zimmer, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Fraley is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Tribe. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Kyle Seager, and they could use a spark from him here.
The designated hitter, Kyle Seager.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And it's fouled away. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's take a look at outfielder Bradley Zimmer. Can't say it enough, hybrid, but he's going to profile as a center fielder for me. And what's scary, he's coming at you 6'4", 6'5", but speed's his #1 tool with a strong and accurate arm.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball in an account like that is just unforgivable.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Zimmer is there. 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Sam Haggerty. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Weakly hit towards first. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. And stepping in, Austin Hedges, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Austin Hedges.
First delivery to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And now the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping in next, Cesar Hernandez. Grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1, but they lead it 1-0.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Case in point, they currently rank last in the league in team batting average and on base percentage. On that note, one of the hitters told me, "I'd be lying if I told you it isn't frustrating for everyone. We're all really competitive guys in that clubhouse, so to be where we are is probably keeping some guys up at night." Sounds like a group looking for answers, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mariners, the center fielder, Jake Fraley.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
slider laid off for a ball. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer is right there, one down.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Mitch.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoo, up and in.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 1 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fouled off. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Rosario over to his left. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Dylan Moore.
Next, it'll be Dylan Moore. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two out, nobody on. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Ty France. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now the first pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Two and one count now to the Mariners leadoff batter.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Seattle. It remains 1-0. Now to bat, Franmil Reyes flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-0 the count. And the pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
丸々
The 1-2.
早速一発浴びましたけどね。
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. So next to hit is Harold Ramirez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3.
なんとかでも抑えてますけど。あとは打線が援護したらんと。
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Tom Murphy.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
1-1. Line hard deep into left.
と思いきやレ
Rosario
フト
is
フ
there
ライ。
and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Donnie Walton is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. 2-0 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Yoっしゃー、やけど、アウトした。ポロリポロリ。強烈でしたな。耐えようとしてる。まあ、ソラさんだけ良かったですね。あれ、それ取ったらやばかったですね。
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, and it's fouled away. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1, here it comes. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Grounded to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
もうちょい横やったらダブルプレーでしたね。
At the plate, J.P. Crawford. Lifted up in the air. This is back behind second. Hernandez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in will be Sam Haggard. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Hit back up the middle. Rosario's got it, and the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
いい感じですけどね。
Now that brings up Josh Naylor. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one.
まだなんとかスタミナはあるけど。
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Drilled down the line. Diving effort here as he gets a glove on.
Just an excellent job of bad head discipline right there. Able to go below the zone. That pitch is not a strike. That was actually a pretty nasty pitch, and he was able to go down and spoil it.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. Naylor on at first, nobody out. A swing and a fly ball to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Naylor is on his way home. And a relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Stepping in now, Austin Hedges. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. A runner at second, nobody out. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1. hard hit at third. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping up is Cesar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ball one. Left side, but well foul. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for one. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Indians 2 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And now in the box, Jake Fraley. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Now here it comes. Mitch Haniger is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hit hard to third. Ramirez is there. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
The first baseman, number 25.
Into the box, Dylan Moore worked a walk his first time up. Now here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Hit the other way out toward right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail things here 2-0. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
1-2, here it comes.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at-bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
The next 3-2. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Strike taken up in the zone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. Oh, what a stop! He goes to first. Got him. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. 2 parts of this play. Does a great job of knocking it down with a dive and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training, PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
At the plate now, Josh Naylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. High in the air out to center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Indians forced to settle for 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Indians 3 and the Mariners nothing. So here now is Ty France, and at this point of the game I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
when you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. No hits to this point. He waits. Now the pitch. And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
All even now, 2-2. France stands at second with no outs. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it'll be Donnie Walton, singled in his last at bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Grounded back up the middle. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 15.
In now the Mariners
Designated
DH,
hitter,
Kyle Seager.
Kyle
He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Seager.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Sam Hentges will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Into the box, J.P. Crawford, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he chased it in the dirt, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Indians 3 and the Mariners 1. Stepping in once again is Bradley Zimmer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Eric Swanson will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. First pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And that one yanked just foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
The catcher, number 17, Austin.
So the next to bat will be Austin Hedges. His prior history in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Bounced weakly near the plate. That's a foul ball. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Fouled off.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, and it's still 3-1. Now at the plate, Sam Haggerty. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way.
Haggerty.
Liner towards second. Oh, but he robs him on a super diving catch.
Love that play right there. I don't care what position you're at. That ball gets roasted at you. It takes some serious hand-eye coordination and some quick reaction time to be able to make that catch.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Zimmer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Mariners are down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Cesar Hernandez. Swing and a liner. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland,
Jose Ramirez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now the pitch. Popped up. Swanson has room in foul territory, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
the right fielder, number 32.
So stepping in is Fran Reyes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after two straight one-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
Count is 2-1.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Henniger. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Emmanuel Clase will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Dylan Moore.
The first baseman, Dylan Moore.
And now pitch on the way.
Ball one.
Pitch on the way. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
In there, 2-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
And in a two-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in Ty France. He's set. Here it comes. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 2.
Now into the box, Tom Murphy. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Luis Torrens will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit hard towards the hole, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The batter, the second baseman, Johnny.
Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Donnie Walton. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And it's fouled away. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Kyle Seager. And with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Fouled away. A 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. One and two. Here it is.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Hit down the third baseline. Moore at third. Torrens on at second with 2 down. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mariners leave a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. Luis Torrens will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. So here is Eddie Rosario. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Fraley is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Harold Ramirez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 22.
So next to bat will be Josh Naylor. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Cannon Middleton takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Standing in now, Bradley Zimmer, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Swing and a line drive. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance. James Karinchak comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
1 ball, no strikes the count. That evens it up 1-1.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the 2nd ball. Karinchak is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Digging in now for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Kyle Lewis will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Crawford gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The count now at 2-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Jake Fraley, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Next up is Jake Fraley, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Popped him up. Hernandez onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Fouled off. Runners are at first and second with one away. This is foul right side. Now another 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through. A base hit. Crawford rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as it's now a two-run game.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. Two strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Road. Two-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with two strikes to this hitter.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Striding in is Ty France. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And there's a called strike two as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last chance for the Mariners. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. Cleveland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Vargas wins his 3rd of the season. James Karinchak closes the door for the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.